First, I guess ACEEE is a nonprofit independent research organization. We're based in Washington, D.C., and we've been around for about 30 years. We focus on energy efficiency policies, programs, and technologies, and focus on end-use efficiency. So we don't look at energy supply issues, but rather on the demand side in our homes, businesses, industry, and transportation sector. And our energy efficiency scorecard is an annual report. We've been doing it each fall for the past 3 years. And what the scorecard does is rank the states on what they're doing to encourage energy efficiency in homes, businesses, industry, and the transportation sector. We find that the states truly are the laboratories of democracy when it comes to efficiency and really testing some innovative policy mechanisms. And we hope that the scorecard, by highlighting those top states, can encourage other states to use those models to implement in their own states. What we found recently is there's been a category of leading states that really over the past 20, even 30 years has been leading the way. But we've also noticed an emerging class of states in the middle that are really starting to get engaged around energy efficiency and efficiency as an economic development mechanism, as a way to reduce consumer energy bills, and as a way to focus on a local homegrown resource. Efficiency, we like to call efficiency the first fuel. It's the cheapest, it's the cleanest, and it's a local, like I said, homegrown resource that if you invest in energy efficiency programs for your state, those dollars are staying in the state. And we'll work to hire local contractors, the program support needs, that includes marketing and other program needs. So this is really a multifaceted tool to invest in the local economies. So the scorecard looks at 8 policy categories. These are utility sector energy efficiency programs and policies, and that's because electric and gas utilities are the typical avenue to deliver efficiency program services for homes and businesses. We look at transportation sector. What are the land use policies, vehicle efficiency policies states are adopting? We look at building energy codes. And what this does, we look at both the level of the code, and that guarantees a minimum level of efficiency for all new homes and businesses. And also what the state is doing to make sure that code is enforced, because a good code is only as good as it's being enforced, so compliance and enforcement activities. We also measure efforts to encourage combined heat and power. What that is a form of distributed generation that brings power generation closer to the point of use and makes use of lost waste heat. So it recovers that for useful thermal needs such as heating. Next, we look at appliance efficiency standards. While the federal government actually has enacted a number of appliance efficiency standards, states have also done quite a bit, in particular California. For the past 30 years has been adopting appliance standards that brings the level of minimum efficiency level up. And what that does is snowballed into enough states adopt them, snowballed into federal activity around efficiency standards. And last are state government initiatives to encourage efficiency. This includes activity to encourage efficiency in the state's own facilities. Whether it's the state capitol buildings, public colleges, the whole kind of fleet of both buildings and vehicles. So we look at a number of different things, and states have been really getting innovative in some of these areas, and we hope that by highlighting those, we can encourage other states to follow suit. So this top couple of states have been California, Massachusetts, other states in New England, Pacific Northwest. And one other trend we have noticed is overall the scores have been going up slightly. So this past year we released the 2009 scorecard, and the points overall were slightly higher, not just for the leading states, but for all states. So we did, make note of that upward trend, and we hope that continues because, even with the leading states doing so much, the potential for much more efficiency is huge. So it's really a best practices policy scorecard. Within the state government initiatives that I mentioned, research and development within the university system is part of that score. So, on the one hand, we want to be encouraging homes and businesses to adopt technologies that are already prevalent. But there's much to be said about investing in that next generation of technologies that will reduce energy consumption in our appliances and equipment. Virginia ranked 36th last year on the scorecard, and there are some of those categories I mentioned that Virginia fared pretty well. Building energy codes, for example. Virginia has been keeping up for the most part with national trends and strong building energy codes. But the other categories, programs, the utility sector programs for consumers has typically lagged in Virginia. The good news is that we are starting to see signs that utilities are ramping up some of those programs. So hopefully consumers in Virginia will have more opportunities to benefit from those programs, and the economy will be able to benefit from those as well. And I think in Virginia and across the Southeast, actually, the bottom half of the scorecard, a number of the states in the Southeast have historically fallen in that category, and people ask, well, why is this? And there are a number of reasons for that trend. One we've noted and we hear a lot is, well, electricity rates are very low in the Southeast, and we want to keep it that way. And the misconception is that we can't invest in energy efficiency programs without bringing costs up. But the part that that argument is missing is that by investing in energy efficiency, we're reducing energy bills. Right. So the rates really become irrelevant. And most people don't know what they pay per kilowatt hour on their electric bills, for example. But by investing in efficiency, improving technologies, we can bring down overall bills and save consumers money. Right. Our scorecard looks at state policies, but actually a number of municipalities, localities are really getting on the ball with energy efficiency, and that could be a next version of the scorecard. Right.